We are talking myth with regards to December and
business and sales, and when people say business slow and they use that time to go on vacation,
and we use that as an excuse,
and we use it to go and drink sorrel and line in the office,
and we don't
work,
don't do anything, we just come up with excuses.
Are you hearing us properly, Adana?
And Keston, there's some hearts if you're hearing us clearly. Yeah, Keston is Kilo. Yeah, there's some hearts if you're hearing us clearly. This is Natalia. Yeah, she's
lovely. Thank you very much,
Natalia. So, Adana, tell us before we get into it, how do you normally treat your December as somebody in the real estate industry? Keston, we may be naive, but I'm assuming that if in car sales, you have real sales in December. How was it for you?
In automotive?
Yeah.
I cannot remember that far back, to be honest with you.
Well, we're selling donkey carts or combustible engines?
I can't remember that far back. That was 2006. I don't remember, I don't remember what December was like for me. But then again, too, I had my scenario there was a little different than most people.
So folks, we're doing this as a quick live because we know some of you all jump on, but as the topic says, we're talking about December myths. And I keep getting the word, sounds weird to me. But I know for a lot of us in sales, we always want to use the excuse that because it's December, everybody's on vacation. Right? So one, everybody's on vacation.
Yeah.
Car sales are always good for December. Nice, excellent.
Right, cool.
And look, some question is numbers. And then two, we say everybody's on vacation. And I think more importantly for us is the fact that I think December is a great time to start prospecting.
Yes. So a lot of what, and I'm saying this from my own experience, I used to be a real slow poke around the month of December, right? Back in the day, right?
Yes,
because I would just kind of fart around, and I bought into the excuse of December is a low month, people going on vacation,
yep,
nobody buying around December, decisions are not made around that time,
nobody doing this, nobody doing that, right? Making up excuses.
Always had the excuses as to why I wasn't as active as I was supposed to be in December.
Keston says he has promo giveaways, which is normal.
That's good. Right? And it's only later on, and I can't even identify if there's actually a trigger. As a matter of fact, when I got into sales management,
right,
and I had to be accountable for the numbers. So a lot of the same things that I was doing, I now had to encourage the team to not do.
Right.
Which was kind of hard because I didn't initially let go of it. I was just given a new position. I moved into a new position, but mindset-wise, I didn't really change that much.
Adana is actually saying business as per usual. If you believe it's going to be a slow month, then it will be a slow month.
Then it's going to be a slow month.
So I fully agree. So a couple of my things that I have the issue with for a lot of persons is that in sales, when we look at what's happening for December, like if I look at it in retail now or in B2B, normally we would, as I say, squeeze out all the deals. And I think that's the first mistake you make when you're doing sales in December. And thanks to the hearts, because here's the thing. If I don't have a good pipeline and I bleed everything I have in December, what's going to happen?
Well, then you have nothing happening at all.
You're screwed in January especially. So here's the first tip I'm going to tell you. I'm going to type it in as well. The first thing you should be doing in December is prospecting.
Yep.
Heavy prospecting.
And I'll tell you this too.
Morning, I love Tobago.
Guys, your level of prospecting really starts, like whatever opportunities that you're closing in December is really because you were prospecting them from when? October, November, from before, right? So if you
actually have a great prospecting story. This was somewhere though. In my yard, I have not one, not two, but 3 separate pawpaw trees that are growing right now.
Right.
You know how long I planted them seeds? Like 6 months ago.
Yep.
Just randomly they're popping now.
Yep.
Randomly they are all popping. I have no idea.
You know what's interesting? Sometimes you have customers who are just like a pawpaw tree.
Yep.
You understand? But you know what's the funny thing though? You have a lot of people who don't nurture those things. So like they don't water them.
Those things don't get in regular water.
You understand? So if you're not nurturing your customers, you're never going to be ready to reap the harvest come December.
Yep. Jimmy, good morning.
Because what happens too is that sometimes other people come and pick your pawpaw.
Game on that.
That's not coming from.
Other people watching the plant.
Yeah, other people taking care of it and watching your plant and giving the customer that kind of information. So first thing first is really to change that mindset in relation as to where you are.
Right.
And say I had to change it the hard way because in December I was held accountable for hitting the numbers. Even though the numbers were lower, I had to really now figure shit. You know, so when the team and I started to work towards going after numbers in December, it meant one, we had to change the mindset, and two, we had to really look at what our prospecting strategies were. And started to make notes as to what customers were saying. So we were looking at what the pipeline was giving us,
right,
and the opportunities that we wanted to close in December based upon probability.
Lovely.
You understand? What was really interesting though is that I remember that there was one customer, this was in 2016 or 2017, one customer that had submitted a proposal to in July.
Yeah.
Right? Followed up with them, and I remember on the 28th of December, right? So we're looking at just a few days before it was All Years.
Right.
I got a call, and this was maybe around the later part, between 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I got a call from the same customer who I was calling consistently between July to that time. I even stopped calling them. I didn't call them in December, right?
You give up then, like,
I kind of like, it didn't happen then, it didn't happen now. And the customer said, well, done. We organizing the PO for you.
You see?
You understand? So you really had to keep behind your customer, and I kind of gave up on it, but you have to be behind
but
your
that giving
customer.
up might actually be a little breather that they needed just to think about stuff, and then something could happen.
That's true. But I'm saying that to say deals close in December.
But sometimes
opportunities are found in December. You understand? Even if, and here's the thing too, I remember consulting with a field executive, and she was going on vacation. So what we were doing, I was looking back at her performance,
right,
and I was like, yo, your performance for the year hasn't been good. Right? I said, but you're going on vacation. She said, yeah, but I had to take vacation because everybody had to take vacation for December. Right?
You have things to do.
I had to take vacation.
Fine,
no problem. So I said, well, what is your son? But then again, she wants to make money. I said, well, how are you going to get paid in January? And she was like,
and January is the government.
I said, so how does your commission? I said, when you do work in January, do you get paid for the paid commission? She said, no, we get paid in the following month. Said, oh, so you want to get paid in January, but you're going on vacation in December. How is that going to work?
And then do no work in December.
You do no work in December.
You plant your seeds.
So what she called me. What was interesting with that is that
hey Jason,
I was really able to help her plant the seed to change her mindset and approach to work, right? So she actually called me on her first day on vacation. She said, London, I'm promising you that I'm going to be doing work during my vacation. That was a first for her.
Right.
You understand? You know what happened in December for her?
Target.
She started to see a change. Not in her targets, but in her activities. You started to see other above her deals calling her to do site visits.
Lovely. And then, so let me go into that, which I think will extend to point number 4. Because we talk about 2 points before, prospecting 1. Mindset 2. Mindset should be first, of course, because that's all pull up.
Right.
But let's talk about point number 3. Let's understand what's going on for existing customers. Because some of us might have recurring orders.
Right.
So my question is, do you know for all your major accounts, where everybody's going to be? Do you know who's actually going to legitimately be on vacation and who's there? So I would always say, let's do a decision maker check-in. Because it's the decision makers who sign off on stuff, so let's see where they are.
As a matter of fact, you and I were just talking about the process for an upcoming opportunity that we know that may start in January, but we knew that the customer has a process to go through making the decision now.
Yep.
Right? So again, the thing is, guys, is that you need to really understand where your process is with your customer.
Yep.
So that you will have the ability to forecast better. Because one of the things that happens a lot, and this is something that sales managers take there's a word that we use, I can't remember it, but it's not for granted, but we buy it wholesale, right? Your rep send you a whole bunch of leads or a whole bunch of opportunities and say, yeah, that's supposed to close, and we say, yeah, we're working with that. But you need to really drill down. Yeah, you need to really drill down and say, all right, cool, I'm seeing you tomorrow, Jared, so tell me about this deal. Where are we? How far are they away from making the decision? Because that helps you get the reality as to where those opportunities are.
Gotcha.
Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Gotcha. So that means number 4, pipeline management.
Pipeline management.
Lovely. Because if you don't organize your pipeline, you're screwed.
Yeah, you're screwed. And that this is supposed to be a weekly thing that you're supposed to be doing. I have no problem with a sales job doing it on a day-to-day basis, but a manager should really be looking at their pipeline weekly, because every Monday I had to submit stuff to the CEO.
Exactly.
So the CEO always wanted to know, where are these things, where are these things, where are these things, and it's kind of hard when you have your budget listed out, And then you're forecasting for certain things, like, okay, you're forecasting for a low December, a low February because it says Carnival, right?
Yeah.
And then you still don't hit them numbers? Oh gosh, man.
I always tell people that, like, that is a mistake that they make. Like, people, I think in our culture, because I know everybody who's watching now is local. So morning Kai, morning Vicky. Let us know how you are treating with your December month with regards to sales, because we're talking about all the myths with regards to December. So I think the mistake that you don't realize is that not performing in December could set you up for a losing quarter.
Yeah.
So because remember, if I don't perform in December, it goes into January because I don't have no pipeline, I'm not prospecting properly, and the customers will go through the Gova season because January is one of the slowest months. And then we always use Carnival excuse. That's how quarter goes. That's 3 months going with you not performing because you just assuming that the customer's not buying. And more importantly, which I think is that you are not actually doing any activity because you yourself slowing down the activity, which I think is a great point that Adana brought up. You slowing down, so how do you expect your business to generate?
Exactly. You know what's interesting too? I remember last year around this time, I started working with one particular client, and what I did is that I developed a particular email template, and I was pushing that out to some of their customers. They got 2 meetings in the month of December, you understand? To come in and start looking at 1 or 2 opportunities that then turned into something in, I think one was in Q2 and the other one was somewhere just recently in their Q3.
But the opportunities
are there. So you have to send your information out. You have to be reaching out to your customer.
Yep.
Don't buy things like December and Carnival and all these other things. Do not fall for those
false
things.
Excuses.
Those are things that we pick up from other sales representatives, and that's a generational thing. Oh, is that time of the year? No, nobody will be doing anything. And everybody, as I say, everybody's going to go on vacation.
And for those of you watching, please send us a message. Let us know if you're experiencing it or what you think you can do to overcome it.
Or if you're an example, if you are guilty of that.
Correct. Hi Jamila, and if you're now joining, scroll back through the chat because we actually just listed 4 key points of what you actually should be doing now. And we would send a summary video after, because I know we're not taking too long with this live today. We're actually just testing out a different time. But as I say, the bottom line is, guys, next week is basically December. And that month is going to pass fast. I think the main thing I'm looking at in terms of what I'm doing is my action. How many calls am I making a day? How many visits am I making a day based on what I'm doing? How many proposals am I sending out on a daily basis? To me, all those things are actually serious stuff.
Yeah, just Trini Kai said, I'm actually going very hard in December.
Nice!
Using the new year, new me approach in 2020. Gain international experience and attain an internship and better yourself. That's actually pretty good.
There's no off months.
There are no off months. I remember this guy had he's coined a phrase that I like a lot, which is take no days off from E.T., the hip hop preacher.
Yeah.
Right. So take no days off, and it's really it's really up to you. Especially for those of us who are in real estate, who are in insurance, who are entrepreneurs.
I say any field.
In any field, but you see sometimes because people have a little cushion, you know, they don't push us hard.
I used to side with the argument before, you know.
Yeah. Think to yourself.
I no days off now. I don't take no days off now. Because come next month, that is the day. Can't be relying on that.
Yeah, you really have to work. You really have to work on being consistent and just having that mindset that whatever it is that you're doing. Remember, as I always like to say, right? Sales professionals, whether you have a salary or you don't have a salary, one, you are the only person in your organization that has the ability to tell your manager how much to pay you every single month.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And 2, you are the only one that has the ability to work for your income months in advance. And this goes for entrepreneurs as well, right? So let me say that again. You're the only one that has the ability to tell your manager how much they can pay you every single month. And you're the only one who has the ability to, how should I say, manage the salary, the income, but it's all based upon your efforts.
Effort is the activity.
The activities.
So guys, that's it for us. We don't want to cross too long because we know everybody's on this Sunday vibe, this Sunday lunch, you're prepping and everything, but we just wanted to come and interject on those things because we are honestly having a really good December.
In the
Keisha, we have a lot of stuff planned for December, and this literally goes straight into our entire ramp-up for the next 6 months, because we're going straight into Sales as a Professional Conference. So the work that you do now could be just like those purple seeds that finally sprouting in my yard. Because I had to take a picture of that, you know, like I tell you, and the thing is, you still won't notice. I literally just come my yard, check me over this tree, little things start growing. I was like, I swear them seeds are dead. I swear them seeds died. But that's your prospecting activity, is their actions. But those things continuously got water, they continuously got activity.
Keep feeding it, keep nurturing it. You know, and that in itself is new business. And then of course, when those pawpaw trees grow, do you cut them after, or do you?
No, pawpaw trees just keep growing and bearing fruit. Because they know now, because now I see come up and bearing fruit, that's the customer paying attention. So now I have to make sure and get the proper plant food and get the right things to make sure
now
it flourish.
Now you're just nurturing it, so now you're consistently farming it, so
they'll
keep giving you more fruit.
Then they can see Georgia selling pawpaw on the highway one time, because pawpaw, everybody love their pawpaw. Let's be giving away free pawpaws in the conference. But folks, scroll back through the conversation. We really put, and actually let's just run through some of the points again. So the first thing is mindset. Second thing is prospecting, because you don't want your pipeline to drop, because sometimes based on the nature of our business and we trying to wrap up the year, we do a lot of deals and we literally drop our entire pipeline. So we want to make sure that your prospects to the pipeline is filled.
The other one is
decision maker. We want to make sure that you know exactly if you do have deals to close, are the decision makers actually in office. So if you're a sales rep and you telling your manager that nobody's in, you better have proof showing that you call every single deal that you have in your pipeline. And that leads to the next point.
Pipeline management.
Lovely.
Managers, don't take cat and bag. Don't buy that pipeline that the people send to you wholesale. Take the time, sit down with them, drill down, because again, you also want to be able to use that to have good prospecting activity into your January. Right? So, we hope that this was valuable to you all, guys.
Share us some hearts if you find it valuable. For those who watch them, you just want to see some hearts. I like to see hearts on a Sunday. Show some love. Let us know that it was actually beneficial. But next week Sunday we'll come to you all again, probably around the same time. Might actually work once we have the schedule available. It actually now got quiet. Like, see, I don't even hear music.
Everything got quiet.
It's like, come on. But thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, Nakisha.
You should get Ministry of Agriculture in on this. Yes, I don't know. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Have a good Sunday. Have a blessed one. We'll talk to you all during the week.
Peace. And save.
That was good. And then we have the 4 points. I really need to find a keyboard that works with when you're live, you know, because I can't do that sideways typing thing.